Actually, nagulat rin ako nung nabasa ko yung ano 'no, yung statement or at least yung statement base sa interview yata ng, spokesperson ng impeachment court. But nonetheless, I don't really want to read too much into it. I don't want to cast aspersions 'no, dito sa ating nangyari kahapon. Marami kasing puwedeng dahilan. Maari kasi na napag-aralan na nila 'yon, but kailangan lang magkaroon ng oral arguments to see if mapapabago natin yung ano, yung magiging resolusyon. Maari rin na nung Wednesday, after nung initial oral arguments ay meron ng naging pag-uusap. So, napakahirap kasi mag-speculate. Kaya I really don't want to cast any aspersions, lalo na baka sabihin porket hindi pabor sa atin, we're raising all these issues. So yung sa panig na lang ng defense, we'll just take the decision as it is. Of course, I wouldn't, ano naman, no, I'd be lying if I will be saying na hindi ako nagulat na may ganun palang nangyari. But nonetheless, I don't think we should cast aspersions against the integrity of the court or anything like that. It is what it is. Yun yung naging resolusyon, yun yung naging ruling. At ngayon naman, sa amin naman, sinasabi ko naman parate, hindi naman kami takot sa dokumento. Kung lumabas man yung lahat ng yan, handa din naman kaming harapin bawat isa sa mga dokumento na yan. Kaya lang naman kami nag-oppose dahil we really firmly believe no, na itong subpoena ay overbroad at may mga batas na maapektuhan that are there not only meant to protect the Vice President or impeachable officers, but all of us. That's why we really just had to point that out in our oral arguments.
Attorney, pero para sa defense po, sa tingin ninyo, naging useless yung arguments kahapon? O sana nilabas na lang yung ruling?
Well, hindi naman, sa totoo lang. Kasi ang sa akin naman, whatever happened prior, kung may ruling man o wala, no, I earnestly believe na yung mga senator judges natin nakinig naman. At pangalawa, ang isang importante rin, 'di ba, ang gusto natin parati transparency. So at least narinig din ng ating mga kababayan kung ano yung points ng both sides, no? The prosecution and the defense. At at least napakita natin sa kanila kung ano rin yung mga naging basehan natin, bakit natin tinutulan itong mga request na to. So sa akin, hindi ko masasabing useless yung naging exercise kasi at least we were still able to ventilate through oral arguments the position of the defense and the basis on why we held on to that position.
Pero in-expect nyo, attorney, na magkakaroon sana ng botohan kahapon.
Hindi ko alam kung magkakaroon ng botohan. What I honestly expected yesterday was parang 2 minutes na questions for each senator kung meron man silang clarificatory questions, and then meron kasing nabanggit rin na 10 minutes per senator to sort of explain his or her position, a total of 1 hour per side. Parang ganun ang narinig ko. So kahapon, nagulat ako na wala na yon. So I think I took it as though there was already a consensus. No? But again, that's the ruling of the Honorable Court. And as I've always said, we are party litigants. So we have no, even if the ruling is favorable, whether it's favorable or adverse to you, you really have to respect. Or else, 'di ba, yun nga yung pinaglalaban namin rule of law, 'di ba? So, kung kami mismo hindi susunod sa rules, hindi naman magandang ehemplo yun. So, sa atin, hindi pa rin naman nawawala yung mga nabanggit ko nga kagabi na there are legal remedies available kung gugustuhin man namin. Pero hanggang sa ngayon, wala pa kaming desisyon ukol dyan. Nakausap ko po kagabi ang ating Vice Presidente. Siyempre, in-update ko siya dun sa dun sa nangyaring ruling. Sinabi ko naman sa kanya that we have already requested for the certified true copy of that ruling. But whether we will be going up or we will just accept the ruling as it is, ay hindi po namin napag-usapan ng malaliman pa dahil syempre kailangan natin hintayin yung ruling. In any case, sabi ko nga, handa naman kami kahit, kasi nga, bago pa kami nag-oral arguments, we really maintained the disposition na may possibility talaga na ibigay lahat. No? So, we were ready for that nonetheless.
Ano reaction niyo?
Wala namang, kumbaga, as a matter of fact lang yung naging usapan namin. Ni-report ko lang na ito yung nangyari. She said, okay, well, you know what to do naman. No? Meaning, alam naman yan na handa kami kahit lumabas yung mga dokumento na yan kasi wala naman kaming talagang gustong itago. No? Because yan ang parating sinasabi. But ang posisyon lang talaga namin is unang-una sa lahat, ang legal system natin may presumption of innocence. So hindi para sa amin hindi naman tama yung sasabihin na kung wala kang itatago, ilabas mo na. Kasi kung ganun, wag na tayo mag-search warrant. Wag na tayo magkaroon ng mga proseso, 'di ba? Kasi kung ganun, hahamunin ka lang na ilabas mo, dapat ilabas mo. But naintindihan din niya that we had to make our opposition just to at least put on record kung ano yung mga nakikita nating violations kung sakaling may ibigay ito. But nonetheless, again, it's the wisdom of the impeachment court.
Wala siyang guidance, sir, na sige, iakyat natin sa Supreme Court.
Sa ngayon, wala pa because syempre, when we advise her, we'll also have to give her the pros and cons in everything. No? So I'm preparing to do that. And then once mailatag ko siguro sa kanya, doon lang siguro siya makakapag-decide kung okay sa kanya. No? At sa amin rin, kahit kami, tinitingnan rin naman namin yung mga repercussion kung saaling gawin namin ito. Itong bagay na to.
Attorney, kayo rin po ba yung tatayo na legal defense counsel ni Attorney Mans, or kung hindi, may pag-uusap na ba sa kampo nila?
Hindi po ako yung may sariling set of lawyers po si Attorney Mans. Yan po yung I don't know if it will be the same set now, but if you notice during yung time na sa House of Representatives sa Committee on Justice, 'di ba, naghain sila ng reklamo laban sa AMLAC. Iba po yung mga lawyers niya doon. I'm not sure lang kung yun yung same set, but I plan to reach out to them at least, no, to check kung sa tingin nila ano rin ba yung gusto nilang gawin dahil syempre po yun po ay makakaapekto rin sa mga karapatan pantao ni Attorney Mans, especially the right to privacy.
Attorney, dahil po kumpiyansa ang defense panel na walang malalambat na malaking ebidensya ang prosecution panel sa pagbubukas po ng mga financial records na ito.
Well, sa atin, of course, I'm familiar with the documents. Di ko naman ikakailayan. So, I'm fairly confident. Although, syempre, sabi nga natin, parati tayong with guarded confidence. Kasi in the course of the trial, twists and turns can happen. But I'm fairly confident na wala naman silang mapapatunayan. No? But whether that will happen or not, it will also depend on the appreciation of the impeachment court. So hanggang doon na lang po siguro sabihin ko para hindi tayo maakusahan that we're already going into the merits.